Patriots fans, for the better part of the last year, there's been one burning question surrounding the special teams unit. Who's going to be the kicker heading into the new season? For months, debates raged on between two main contenders, Chad Ryland and Joey Sly, both seen as potential long-term solutions. Yet, in a move that caught some by surprise and thrilled others, the team ultimately decided to bring in a name that, to me, feels like a perfect fit, Andreas Borales. His story isn't just about stats or performance. It's a narrative of resilience, growth, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Let's take a deeper dive into his journey. Before the draft even took place, conversations about potential kicker prospects were heating up. Names like Borales and Ben Sauls from the University of Pittsburgh were at the forefront. Personally, I lean towards Sauls being the more likely choice. His consistency and track record seemed to align with what the Patriots needed. However, when the moment of truth arrived, it was Borales straight out of Miami who got the call. And honestly, looking at the bigger picture, it feels like the right move. Borales isn't just a talented kicker. He's a player shaped by adversity, someone who embodies the mindset this franchise values so highly. One of the defining moments of his early career came during his freshman year with the Miami Hurricanes. In a pivotal game against Virginia, Borales had the chance to be the hero. The game came down to a critical field goal attempt, a 33-yard kick that could have sealed the victory. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. The ball ricocheted off the upright in what was a heartbreaking miss, ultimately leading to a painful defeat for his team. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of letting that moment define him negatively, Borales used it as fuel. He made a personal vow to himself to work relentlessly, to focus with laser precision, and to push himself to become one of the best kickers in college football, with his eyes firmly set on the NFL. That mindset, the refusal to be broken by failure, it's exactly what sets apart good players from great ones. It's a lesson I always emphasize. Everyone stumbles, everyone makes mistakes. The real measure of a person's character is how they respond afterward. Borales didn't sulk. He didn't hide from the pressure. He embraced it. And now, seeing him don the Patriots jersey feels like a full circle moment, the culmination of years of grit and perseverance. When we compare the current scenario to last season, the difference is night and day. Joey Sly had flashes of reliability, moments where it seemed like he was cementing his role as the go-to kicker, but those were overshadowed by games where inconsistency crept in, leading to doubts about his long-term viability. Missed field goals in crucial situations left fans and coaches alike questioning, what's going on with the kicking game? Could we find someone more dependable? That's where Borales enters the picture. His presence instantly raises the bar, bringing a sense of steadiness and confidence to the special teams unit. It's not just about numbers, though. Those are certainly impressive. Borales arrives with invaluable experience, having faced and overcome adversity on big stages. He knows what it feels like to have the weight of a game resting on his shoulders. He's felt the sting of a costly miss and made it his mission never to relive that pain. This mental fortitude is precisely what you want in a player stepping into the high-pressure environment of New England. Looking back at his college career, Borales was a 4-year starter with the Miami Hurricanes in the Atlantic Coast Conference. While the team's overall performance might not have lived up to expectations, especially given their offensive potential, Borales consistently stood out. He shared the field with talents like Cam Ward, who would later become the number 1 overall pick for the Tennessee Titans. But even in that star-studded environment, Borales carved out his own legacy. Over 4 seasons, he maintained an impressive 86% success rate on field goal attempts. Even more notable was his proficiency on longer kicks. In his final 2 years, he converted 75% of his attempts from beyond 50 yards. That's no small feat. His kicking motion is smooth, repeatable, and efficient. The kind of technique that breeds consistency, which is exactly what the Patriots have been lacking. Before we address any potential weaknesses, it's important to acknowledge his strengths with specific stats. One aspect I particularly value when evaluating kickers is how they perform across different distance ranges. The idea is simple: categorize attempts from short to long range and assess reliability. Interestingly, Borales was flawless on field goals, ranging from 20 to 29 yards in his senior year. He maintained a perfect record from 30 to 39 yards as well. There was only a single miss from the 40 to 49 yard range, and impressively, he hit every single attempt from 50 yards and beyond. Even on kicks as long as 56 yards, his consistency held firm. That kind of performance under pressure speaks volumes. Crucially, Borales didn't just rack up numbers in meaningless moments. He showcased his clutch gene by converting game-winning field goals, proving his ability to deliver when it matters most. This isn't just a statistical anomaly. It's a reflection of his poise and mental toughness, qualities that are invaluable in the NFL. Extra points, though slightly different in the college game compared to the pros, also tell an encouraging story. Throughout his college career, Borales missed just a single extra point. In his final season, he went 44 out of 45, showcasing a level of consistency that's hard to ignore. It's this combination of reliability, mental resilience, and technical proficiency that made him the ideal choice for New England. The Patriots didn't just stumble upon Borales. This was a calculated move, a targeted acquisition aimed at addressing a clear weakness. The current kicker on the roster, while having shown glimpses of potential during his tenure with other teams, was never truly seen as the long-term answer. His signing felt more like a stopgap solution, a quick fix to an immediate problem rather than a foundational piece. That's why the team's focus leading up to the draft was so heavily geared towards securing a kicker. They needed someone who could bring stability to a position that's been anything but stable in recent years. It's interesting how often I find myself almost confusing Borales' name with another player from a different team. That similarity in names pops into my head every time the conversation comes up. But make no mistake, the Patriots got their guy. Competition will certainly be a factor in training camp, and the media will likely latch onto a kicker battle storyline. However, it's important to remember that within the organization, competition is always present. Every position, every rep is up for grabs. Coaches and special teams coordinators will emphasize that nothing is guaranteed. Performance dictates. Opportunity, that's the reality of life in the NFL. As for critiques regarding Borales, there's been some chatter about his hang time on kickoffs being slightly below average. While this might be a point of concern in certain circles, I personally don't see it as a major issue. The game's strategic landscape is constantly evolving, especially when it comes to kickoffs. With recent rule changes altering how kickoffs are handled, many teams now prioritize driving the ball into the end zone to eliminate return opportunities altogether. The real question is whether further adjustments to touchback rules will come into play, potentially shifting team strategies once again. Right now, a touchback places the receiving team at the 30-yard line, while a kickoff that sails out of bounds gives them possession at the 40. Admittedly, it's been a while since I reviewed every nuance of the rulebook, so forgive me if some details are hazy. Regardless, I believe this is a manageable area for Borales. It's a minor concern compared to the value he brings in other facets of the game. If this is the only red flag attached to his profile, I'd say the Patriots are in excellent shape. In summary, the addition of Andreas Borales represents more than just filling a roster spot. It's a statement of intent. The Patriots identified a weakness, scouted diligently, and secured a player who not only addresses that need, but embodies the values they hold dear: hard work, resilience, and unwavering focus. While some may still harbor doubts, Borales' track record speaks for itself. He's faced adversity, responded with determination, and now stands ready to contribute at the highest level. Of course, as fans, the big question is how you're feeling about this move. Are you excited about Borales stepping into this crucial role? Maybe you're cautiously optimistic, or perhaps you have reservations. Either way, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments. And hey, if you're enjoying these deep dives into the Patriots roster moves and strategy, make sure to stay tuned. There's plenty more to discuss as we gear up for the new season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL world, superstar quarterback Patrick Mahomes has officially signed with the New England Patriots, ending his historic tenure with the Kansas City Chiefs. The unexpected deal, finalized late last night, marks one of the most stunning transfers in modern football history and signals a dramatic shift in the balance of power in the league. Mahomes, widely regarded as one of the most talented quarterbacks of all time, led the Chiefs to multiple Super Bowl appearances and victories, earning 2 league MVP awards and establishing himself as the face of the franchise. His departure from Kansas City seemed unthinkable just days ago, with many believing he would finish his career as a lifelong Chief. However, sources close to the negotiations revealed that internal differences and a bold vision from the Patriots front office played pivotal roles in the stunning move. The New England Patriots, still seeking a long-term successor to Tom Brady, have now landed one of the biggest names in the sport. The acquisition of Mahomes instantly revitalizes a franchise that has struggled to find consistency in recent seasons. Patriots fans are already celebrating the arrival of a generational talent who brings with him not only elite playmaking ability, but also leadership, experience, and a championship pedigree. NFL analysts are scrambling to assess the implications of this seismic transfer. While the details of the contract have yet to be fully disclosed, reports indicate that the deal involves record-breaking financial figures and potential trade components that could redefine the strategies of both franchises for years to come. The Chiefs now face the daunting task of rebuilding around a new signal caller, while the Patriots emerge as instant contenders in the AFC. As the dust settles on this blockbuster signing, one thing is certain: the NFL landscape has been irrevocably altered. Patrick Mahomes donning a Patriots jersey is a sight few could have imagined, but it's a new reality that fans, players, and analysts must now embrace. The countdown to the upcoming season just got a lot more interesting. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.